Welcome back to this week's installment of T.W.I.M, also known as This Week in Music. I'm AYEKAY from the Underground Arts. Stay tuned for my top 5 music stories of the week. Here we go. You guys already know the drill. Number 1, Lil Wayne, Weezy F Baby in the Office for Fantastic has dropped to dedication number 5. That is the 5th installment of the dedication mixtape series. It is done by DJ Drama and Gangsta Grills. What you guys don't know, if you haven't heard already, the mixtape was supposed to drop at 5 p.m. on Friday, but it dropped kind of late on Sunday at about 3 o'clock in the morning, but it still dropped regardless, and I gotta say, it's some hot fire bangers in that mixtape. Go check it out. For fans of Lil Wayne and hip-hop out there, you're gonna like that one. Let's get to number 2. For the hard rock fans and the alternative rock fans, you guys may know of the band called Stone Temple Pilots. Stone Temple Pilots recently kicked out their singer Scott Weiland and have joined forces with Linkin Park's lead singer Chester Bennington. Chester Bennington is now taking over lead vocals. They will be releasing their next upcoming EP called High Rise on October 5th. 5-song EP. I love putting out high fives to the crowd. I suppose after this EP release they'll be touring with Chester Bennington. If they come to your local city, make sure to check them out if you're fans of the band. Let's kick things into a little bit of a solemn gear. Number 3, Electric Zoo is a big festival that happens every year in New York. Big names, Avicii, Cruella, Tiesto, all the big ones. Well, it's a 3-day festival held every year, like I mentioned, in New York. This past one, which was this past weekend, there were 2 reported deaths from the MDMA pill called Molly, and 4 people were sent to the hospital from this drug. So they had to cancel the very last day of the show. But what's good is that Electric Zoo and the founders and the promoters of Electric Zoo has offered a 33% refund for 3-day pass purchasers and a 50% refund for people that bought 2 days for the Saturday-Sunday weekend pass. It's a very solemn story. It's not good to talk about, but it's something that needs to get out there because you don't really have to go to shows to do drugs, smoke weed, drink, take ecstasy or acid or shrooms or whatever. You can go see shows sober. After this recent event, a lot of DJs have taken to social media outlets to speak up about their audience and drug use at their shows. The DJs do understand, to each his own, but they do prefer that you don't take drugs to enhance the effects of the show, and they prefer that you see the show sober. Pop the Molly on sweat. Woo! Oh, too soon. Number 4, local metal news. Big metal news. We're talking tour news. 2 big hard rock / metal bands have come back for a fall tour. One's happening on a certain day. The rest is going to branch out through the entire fall. The one that's happening on that one day, October 5th to be exact, in Denver, Colorado, is Korn's Family Value Tour. Family Value Tour is back. If you guys remember from the early 2000s, they're bringing it back, but not quite like the original Family Values Tour. If you remember back in the original Family Values Tour, they had Deftones and Rammstein and Ice Cube. That's not happening this time around, but they are bringing with them Hollywood Undead, Asking Alexandria, MGK, and Beyond the Darkness. Is it worth going? Maybe if you're in Denver, Colorado. But they are coming to your city, hopefully, this fall. They'll be here promoting their new album. The other band that we're talking about here, we're talking metal, we're talking Slayer. They're back. But, as you guys know, it's only half the band. Drummer Dave Lombardo got kicked out, sadly. Jeff Hanneman, rest in peace, he had passed this past year. But they are still coming back for their first tour since these recent events. They are coming with Gojira and Forearm. Check them out if you're a fan of Slayer. How can you not be a fan of Slayer if you're a fan of metal? Slayer, man. Slayer. That's all you gotta say. With number 5, in a tweet that was dropped by Richard Kingsmill, a radio DJ from Australia, he dropped these really awesome news. Arcade Fire's back, and they're dropping a brand new single September 9th at about 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's also reported in Rolling Stone. So, if you want to learn more about this Arcade Fire album that's dropping, the single that's dropping, their new album called Reflector, go to rollingstone.com and check it out. But until then, just wait here. I got the news for you. Once again, if you guys haven't noticed by now, this right here is a t-shirt, and what better way to end every episode than showcasing an artist that I love. This week's installment of Shirt of the Week is brought to you by Remora. Fuck core garbage. Remora is a Chicago local-based metal / hardcore band, and they're tearing up the local metal scene here in Chicago. So, to basically recap this entire video, Wayne fired the Zoo Pilots Korn Slayer. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to follow me on Twitter to keep up with my music notes. Make sure you guys keep those headphones in. Stay listening to music. I'll catch you guys on next week's episode. Peace. Órale, ochos, tortillas and bacon. What better way to end every video? What a kitty dance. No!